What's up, Docs Daily? Welcome into another episode of Docs Daily. It's Monday. It's December 15th. We are live full effect, 1 o'clock Eastern. I'm joined with Craig Trapp, as always, on Monday. And Rafael Esparza sitting in for Nick Menken today because Nick Menken couldn't make the show. He's obviously the only acceptable excuse was he's out Christmas shopping for me, as you only have 10 days left, including shipping and handling. So I'm just saying, folks, you do you, but Detroit Lenny, I accept all and any gifts. I'm just saying, no Chipotle.
I would think he's celebrating. I mean, I hate like the demise of the Packers.
Oh, is he too celebrating for the Bears
with Parsons' injury? That definitely makes it a lot easier on the Bears.
Yeah, I mean that's bad. Oh darn. I mean, I won't ever wish injury upon any player, but I did not feel bad when Devontae Adams went down. I did not feel bad when Michael Parsons went down. I did not.
Hey, it might be the biggest. Like, we might have had the best offensive player and the best defensive player in the league go down on the same day. Maybe first time we've ever seen.
I don't know about that. I think Puka in LA can say, "Hey, you know what? Hold my beer. I'm the best offensive player in the NFL."
He did. He's different.
Like, he's the best receiver in the league, but our quarterback always trumps the receiver. The receiver can't throw to themselves, so you can't win without a quarterback. And I
what about David Montgomery out here playing wildcat position? I'm just saying he's universal.
Well, but you can't do that to win. The Dolphins tried that with Ricky. What's his name back in the day? That didn't work. Eventually, you have to throw the ball. Sorry to hear the injuries. That just is terrible, especially at this point of the year when you start thinking. Like, now they're going to have to hustle to get back to next year.
Yeah, that's a problem for Patrick Mahomes. I mean, it sounds like he's going to be out. I mean, that surgery, the timetable on that is like 8 months. So, I mean, you do the math. Yeah, or more. So, I mean, he's going to be pushing it right up until the wire for next year. And Michael Parsons, I don't know yet. Have they confirmed it's his ACL or MCL?
Well, they did, but they haven't said the severity, like was it anything else? I also think it's a bigger issue for the Chiefs because the Chiefs are kind of at a crossroad now that they're not going to make the playoffs. And is this the end? Do they need to kind of rehash this dynasty?
Maybe time to repaint, maybe just need a fresh paint.
The Packers are young. Like the Packers are all on a different, timetable than what that Chiefs team is. Jones on the
everything for him this year. They want to win now with him.
Right. That was – I get it. But it's like, you're playing with a young quarterback, a bunch of young receivers. It's a very young team, the Packers. The Chiefs, I hate to say this, and I don't ever want to say the dynasty's over before it's over, but –
it's over.
It doesn't look good.
It's over.
It has to be over. I mean,
if you look at Patrick Mahomes – I'm going to throw in an NBA scenario with it. The reason why LeBron went to so many conference championships because he didn't get hurt. The reason why Patrick Mahomes went to a lot of conference championships, Super Bowls, because he didn't get hurt. You know what happened? He got hurt. So welcome to the game. We've seen this in every sport. The reason why so many people win chips because they're healthy. Their team's healthy. Yep. They should have Chiefs had not been healthy. Their offensive line has been brutal all season. Now you have your leading rusher and quarterback thrower hurt.
Did you see the comparison to Tom Brady? So he's in his 9th season, same year Tom Brady had his ACL. They both have won 3 titles going into their
That's
9th
crazy.
year.
I saw that stat and I thought somebody made that up. But I really had to. I'm not one to fact check stuff. Like, I just don't care that much. But I actually had to go back and do the math on that. That's nuts. But
Tom Brady post ACL was better too.
Put some respect on Gardner Minshew's name.
I mean,
the quarterback for Kansas City Chiefs. Maybe some Minshew magic down the road. I don't think it matters. Bigger question is Travis. I don't think they skip a beat if Travis Kelce retires.
No,
I don't think that's the problem there. I mean, I think they have.
The problem isn't the
better tight end is Noah Gray.
No, but the problem is he makes a lot of his plays with his legs. Unlike Tom Brady, that never made really hardly any plays with his legs. Other than some quarterback sneaks every once in a while, you get a first down. Right. But like it is a little more worrisome when you look at the way he plays. Tom Brady was actually better if you look at his numbers. Were way better after ACL injury, the pre. Maybe he does that. He's definitely
comes back even better kind of situation. Yeah,
maybe they definitely need to get younger. The receivers, they've got some younger receivers, but like their defense was kind of, like Jones has had a big fall off this year. Chris Jones, like, maybe they let him go. Maybe this, like this could have more.
Sign him to a lot of money for a long time.
I think there'd be people that would be willing to trade for
Yeah,
him.
there's people that'd be like, oh, we'll take him.
Yeah. But, if you're not going to win.
The Lions, they'll overpay for somebody somewhere.
If you say Chris Jones had 2 more good years, I wouldn't talk you out. Even 1 more, you'd sell your soul to win a championship, Lenny. You said, hey, the Lions, go get him and they get a championship.
I don't want to spread money like that.
Well, I'm just saying, there's teams out there that.
I'd rather have an offensive guard. I'll be 100% honest with you. If you're asking me if I want a D tackle or an offensive guard, I want an offensive guard. Looking at this Lions team, absolutely.
Well, and the quarterback you have that, when he doesn't have to move and he's not under pressure, he's just a different guy.
They can allow those receivers to get a little bit deeper down the field. You saw it yesterday. Jameson Williams over the top, touchdown. That only, that was a slip by LA. That wasn't because the Lions.
What did you feel after that game, though? How did that make you feel?
It's a loss. I mean,
right, but it wasn't like
it wasn't great, like Greg. How the hell do you think I felt? No, I'm
after Thanksgiving, if I was a Lions fan, I'd have been like, I don't know if we can win this year. Actually, watching that Rams game, at times I was like, you know what? I could see it. I can see it.
I mean, look, here's the thing with the Lions. It's been the same thing, even without injuries, even without coordinators, this, that, or whatever. That offense is stacked. They're a powerful offense. They can hit you at any time, over the top, deep. They can run the ball. They can do whatever they want, right? When healthy. I mean, that's a different game yesterday against LA with Sam Laporta in that game.
Yeah.
That's a different game. Just flat out, it's a different game. Their defense, they got Aiden Hutchinson the end. Brian Branch is out. Kirby Joseph's out. So both safeties.
One of the better videos of the day was Aiden Hutchinson's returning that ball, like looking back, like
just run
forward, hold the ball.
Bro, he just run, just because he is. Did you see him?
He's fast.
He's fast.
He's always been fast, though.
Right.
Even in college, he was fast.
You don't see sprinters run behind. You don't see him check behind you.
But.
Every time you look from behind, it slows you down. Like that was.
Well, I mean,
it was classic though.
It was classic defensive end. Oh my God, what do I do with the ball? If I go in the right way,
lineman when they get the ball, like, oh shit, I gotta run.
Oh shit, I got it. Oh shit, I caught it. He's a great. I can't be. I love everything that he brings to the table. I hate, even as he's a Michigan guy, whatever. I mean, I love everything he brings to the table. I love his leadership on the field. He's the most athletic person on defense. He has nobody else next to him to whichever end he lines up with. There should be 3 guys, another end and 2 D tackles, period. And those 3 guys are 2 notches below him.
Oh, at least. And then the secondary is banged up, so it's like
Terry and bust, and he's out. We're better without him.
You give up 41 points. Of course, that's their weak spot. It's always been their secondary.
Always been the defense. It's always their linebackers. I'm tired of hearing about their young linebackers.
That's why their run game's so important. Their only chance really to save the defense is to control the ball.
Run the ball.
Is to run the ball and take longer, so that they're not on the field as much. Unfortunately, when you have big weapons, sometimes it's like you run the ball, waste up 2 minutes, all of a sudden, Williams catches the ball, touchdown. You're like, oh shit, the defense is back out there.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's a catch-22. You want those points, you want to score, but in a perfect world, you can control the clock. Yeah. And by running, pass.
It kind of reminds me of the Greatest Show on Turf team, where it's like, damn, this team's so good on offense, but they're almost the worst defensive, their defense's worst part is they score so fast. And it's at times.
I said this from the beginning of the year. That game at the end of the year against Chicago in Chicago will mean something. It'll mean something.
Is it going to
somebody? It'll mean if we get in or not. They'll have. Here's what I think.
Right, but I think the Bears might not have anything to play for.
Yeah, they might have nothing to play for by then.
Exactly.
That might be your saving grace.
Except for either beating the shit out of the Lions or letting us in. Because I think we can beat Pittsburgh. I really do. I think we have a snowball's chance in hell to beat Pittsburgh. In Detroit, sure. I think we can beat Minnesota on any given day at any place.
Although I don't know.
Don't hand me that shit.
No, I don't know. The last 2 weeks, I don't know where this Minnesota was 3 weeks ago.
There's already controversy between J.J. McCarthy's already getting he hit the gritty. going into the end zone, and that coach told him, don't do that. In practice, he told him, and he did it anyway. And you watch his press conference, your quarterback whisperer in Minnesota, that coach, he had nothing but bad things to say about his quarterback. There's problems there. It's already brewing. But here's my thing.
That was a message, right? That was like a message, like, okay, you didn't listen to me. All right, I'm going to put it out for the world. And
right,
so that, because then social media puts pressure on him. He don't even say anything to him. It's like, no.
But what's the head coach doing that? The kid's like in his 20s. He's a kid. Of course, if you tell him not 20? To do something, he's going to do it. It's
21 or 22.
Yeah, like I mean, I don't. You know what? He scored a touchdown. If he'd have done that and they lost the game, then I'm pissed. But last time I checked, they got the W.
Yeah, they got the W. So I ain't that mad at him, right? You get like an A- because you didn't listen. Okay, I mean, he had a great game.
Since they lost, what did they lose? 43-0. What was that? It was something to nothing. Then they come out and they shut out at 23-0, and then this win. So I mean, talking about the last 3 games,
they lost 26-0 to the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, Seahawks.
They beat the Commanders 31-0. Then they beat the Cowboys 34-26. Listen, they're going to have a great time against the Giants in New York. Can't wait for J.J. McCarthy and Jackson Dark to beat it out like two frat boys should on the schoolyard. Okay, I can't wait to watch that. But here's the thing. We can beat Minnesota. We can't. You got to tell me I can beat Minnesota. So now we go into this game, into the last game of the year, like 10-6 with a wild card potential.
Who does Chicago play this week?
And we'll have to beat the Bears in Chicago. That's what's going to happen.
I mean, it really comes down to the Bears. Because I think they should go at least 1-1.
They play Green Bay. The Green Bay comes to their house on Saturday.
Yeah, and if I remember right, they should win the next week after that. So then they'll probably in the playoffs, and maybe the Packers have already secured, so that last game won't mean much for the Bears.
They got to play the Packers at home. Then they got to go
and the 49ers.
To San Francisco. That's a hard game in San Francisco.
Maybe that last game is a game they need to win. Because the difference is if they don't have anything to lose.
Because that tie is going to come into play that the Packers have.
Yeah. I'm telling you, without Parsons, that defense isn't going to be nearly as good. I mean, that guy, he basically won the Bears game for them.
Let's talk about tonight's football. Well, I'm going to watch.
Somebody tell me pull the weather up. What's the actual temperature?
Clear.
Cold.
10 degrees.
It's just going to be cold. Clear weather, less than 10 mile an hour, windy, a little breezy here and there. But really, it's just going to be cold.
10.
You know how Tua is like 10 degrees.
I mean, right now I'm about 3 hours from west, but we're on the same.
Thing tonight. Are we doing?
It's like 12 degrees here. It's freaking cold. I mean, and this during the daytime. I'm guessing tonight it's going to be 6 degrees. So cold. And last time I checked, we have a Miami Dolphins team. That's from Florida. I know they were there. They were doing snow angels.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can only get those on Docs Daily.
Did you see them doing the snow angels? They got off the plane and they went to a practice field and were doing snow angels and playing in the snow with short sleeves. It's like, all right, you're trying to convince yourself that I get it. That you're going to be tough.
That's great. Now you'll have the flu come game time. Good job.
I don't want to be in the cold until I have to be in the cold if I'm a team like that. So I was like, I don't know if I'd do that.
I see. I wonder about that.
A-Chain's out tonight, right?
Those players played in the cold. I mean, at this point, how many of those NFL players on Miami have never played in the cold?
Right. Yeah. Because every team from the SEC and to be honest, every team from basically in college football, you end at Thanksgiving. So you're not even playing in the coldest conditions, even if you're at, say, Michigan or Wisconsin or any of these teams. So it's like, when you play in the NFL, it goes back to really the first time you've ever had to do it for a lot of these guys.
Derek says Dolphins and the under tonight.
A-Chain's not playing tonight, right? He's out.
Is he? For sure?
I don't think so.
For sure,
I got 5 messages today, and someone said, "Is any of your?"
I know he's still showing questionable with ribs.
Yeah.
I don't know if they knew. Maybe it's been. I don't know. I got 5 texts from different customers asking if my opinion changed anything tonight, and I was like, I mean, I kind of assumed he would probably get 10, 12 carries at the most with his injuries. So not really.
That's fair.
The bigger injuries, obviously, TJ Watt.
Dude,
how do you puncture a guy's
Is this like what happened to what's his name in Seattle? Remember the quarterback? That happened to him too. He got the needle in Seattle. Damn, I can't remember his name.
I thought it was San Francisco.
Or maybe it was San Francisco. Anyways, but yeah, TJ Watt.
They said dry needling or something.
Yeah. Dry needle.
It sounded a little painful. I don't know about you guys, but like dry needling didn't sound.
It apparently collapsed his lung to the point where he had to go to the ER. Yeah, and then he had to have surgery, so he ain't playing. I mean,
yeah, he's out. I don't think it's going to be like out a long time, but like obviously the Ravens beating my Bengals definitely keeps the pressure on Pittsburgh because now they also play again head to head. So it's like, you know, and you already said it. Pittsburgh plays at Detroit. I forget they have another tough game in there. So I mean, they have 3 pretty tough games. One's the Ravens. That might be it, right? No, there's one more.
No, they have what's that right now? Pittsburgh. They play the Lions, the Browns, and the Ravens, and they play the Browns.
You could go 1-2 if you lose. Like that's a pretty tough schedule, minus the Cleveland Browns. This is the worst quarterback class. Officially, the worst quarterback class potentially of all time. Other than Cam Ward, I do think Cam Ward, minus being on a bad Titans team, will end up being pretty good. Man, rest of these guys, I don't know.
Raphael, what are your thoughts on these Dolphins Steelers?
It's tricky. I mean, I'm tired of Tua's record when the degrees are under 20 and Dolphins stuff. I'm not gonna put that much into it because the Steelers have not shown me that they're the best team in football and they're gonna dominate this game. I think that's why the bettors took the 3.5 early. It's pretty much 3s all across the board right now. I mean, people who are betting Pittsburgh are taking the money line because a normal -3 is anywhere between -165, maybe -170. There's -180s out there. So that's just telling me that the Steeler fans want nothing to do with that 3. They're just going, give me the money line. I'll sit back and hopefully just win the game itself. I think we can see points. I can see defensive points in this one. I can see some fumbles, turnovers, field position, get some points in there. We could see maybe an over game.
Special teams tonight. Special teams and weather can be some ugliness. You know, kicking obviously a lot harder.
What a defensive special team touchdown prop is. That's degenerate.
This has not been the greatest. This has not been the greatest Pittsburgh defense either.
No.
Like, which I don't get. You look at last year's team, this team, basically the same team. Like, but you look at the stats, not even close.
Yeah,
it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
I went a couple different ways on this game, but my favorite bet is on. I tried to get on a teaser. You guys know me and my teaser, and I would have teased it up to go under because I don't think we get it's 42 right now total, so 6.48. I don't think we get over that, but I would have teased Pittsburgh through 0 to get +3, and then I just thought I was asking to sweat that game. I'm just asking the gods of football to make me sweat it, so I didn't bet it. I like the Miami Dolphins team total under 19.5.
Ooh, I'm opposite on that one.
Raphael, what would you?
I don't think they get to 20. I think
what do you think this line would have been? Remember, the Dolphins started 1-5 or something. Like, and at the time, Steelers were 5-1, right, or something like that. What would this line have been? Say they played the next week, would have been like a touchdown, right, or maybe
it would have been a solid 6 or 7. Yeah, and the way the Steelers have been winning those games, they would have probably bet it up to 7. So it's funny how Tua would have been benched by now. A head coach would have been fired, and now all of a sudden they have a small chance to make the playoffs.
I know, right?
They've won 4 straight. It's just crazy what this Miami Dolphins
they lost Tyreek Hill. Like in the last 5 games, they lost Tyreek Hill, so you lost your.
I think they played better without him. So I think that's probably the reason why they're playing so much better on the offense. In those 4-game winning streak, I think they're averaging almost 30 points a game. So I think with Hill being gone, I think it's better for them.
Well, they've been running the ball better, and playing good defense. That's, it's like they played a little more conservative. And if you'd have said McDaniel team plays more conservative and wins games, I'd be like, no. Like, that's just not the way he really coached and his teams played the first few seasons. So kind of funny that they don't fire him, which everybody, at one point he was the number 1 coach to be fired. Like, after
he was minus 1,000 1 week, one Sunday. He was minus 1,000 to be the next head coach to be fired.
Yeah, and they didn't fire him. Not only did they not fire him, now they're winning, and a very good chance that they'll at least be interested. If they win this week, they'll be interesting to make some other teams sweat, which would be I just never saw it coming.
Here's the thing. I think they're winning not just because of Tyreek being out, but it changes the whole dynamic of that team. And it's a good thing because you don't want Tua throwing the ball all around. You don't want that. A defense wants that. So you want to run the ball. I think they've been winning because they've been running the ball more and passing, taking the ball out of Tua's hands, so to speak. Because when he has it in his hands, he wants to force the ball to Tyreek. Now they don't have Tyreek that takes the ball out of his hands. They run the ball more. They seem to control the clock and everything else like that. They can do that.
And he's been healthy. This
they're keeping him healthy by running the ball.
He's one of his healthier seasons, which I'm shocked.
Maybe
it's more about Aaron Rodgers tonight. Maybe it's not about the Dolphins because Aaron Rodgers. There's some Pittsburgh fans that say it's been a good season for Aaron Rodgers. Dude, I think Mason Rudolph could basically do the same thing. I mean, I don't think Mason Rudolph and him are that far off when you saw this offense has been bad. The best receiver on their team actually plays for the Cowboys now. I mean, it's just from last year, obviously. But they have not been very explosive. And Aaron Rodgers sounds like they might want him back next year, Raphael. What do you feel like? To me, if I'm a Steelers fan, I'm like, he isn't getting better.
I don't see him coming. I don't see him coming back unless they make a playoffs and they win one game in the playoffs and maybe they try to bring it back. But I just don't see that. But if you're looking at quarterbacks, how pissed off are you, the Dolphin fans, right now? When you really thought, wait, we're going to get rid of Tua, and then all of a sudden they're winning. What if they keep on winning? They're going to have to keep him.
Yeah.
Well, the money is too great to get rid
mediocre.
of. They can't get rid of Tua unless they find someone to take his contract.
If someone would take his contract. There's a lot of teams needing quarterbacks out there.
He can't go cold. He can't go to the cold weather.
Yeah, I don't know. If
he has to go to either a dome team.
I would say this,
like a Minnesota.
If JJ McCarthy, if that didn't happen, he kind of turned around the last few weeks. Maybe the Dolphins and the quarterback whisperer would be like, "Dude, if you give me Tua."
I don't hate this, John Dam. Tua to Vegas.
Tua to Vegas. There's no way Tua goes to Vegas.
Why not? It's a dome.
Tom Brady does not want a small quarterback unless his name is Drew Brees. There's no way.
Tom Brady's only a minority owner. Somebody send him an email or something.
I think the Mendoza kid would be good there. I think he'd be. The Titans aren't going to. They don't need a quarterback. All the bad teams. Obviously, the Saints need a quarterback.
I don't know. I think they're gonna either probably get someone to battle Shuck for maybe that position. But I think now that they won surprisingly back-to-back games, now if you're the Saints, now you're looking, okay, we don't have to draft a quarterback right away. Maybe we can just get one of these free agents and look at other pieces to fix our team, because I think they're gonna ride with Shuck probably next year to be the QB1.
I don't know.
I don't think they think that's
well.
The number
Let's put it this
need.
way: they're going to bring Mendoza in, and if he puts on a performance,
that's different. Yeah,
dude, I think that dude's NFL ready too. Just so you know, we don't talk. I know we talk about college football all year, but when we talk about college football quarterbacks, that kid I feel like is ready right now.
I mean, who's the best quarterback in the playoffs? It's him.
Oh, yeah.
Because he beat Ohio State. I thought those were one Pavia kid, I think, but he's not in the playoffs. So, I mean,
that kid reminds me of a more talented JJ McCarthy. I'm yet to be determined on Pavia as an NFL quarterback.
I thought you were going to say
Johnny Manziel.
I thought you were going to say Johnny Football.
Oh man, yeah. He has Johnny Manziel vibes to him as well. I thought it was cool though that I thought it was cool that both those quarterbacks brought their younger. I know they bring their family to those Heisman ceremonies, but their younger brothers, like Mendoza talking about his younger brothers, and Pavia's got his brother. They look like something out of a GTA character or something like that out of a video game. The three of them showing up, the little gangsters with their I was like, sit down, shut up, be humble. Kendrick Lamar reference there for you guys. Yeah. Raiders.
What's the money coming in, Raphael? I meant to send you an email or a text. Where's the money coming in? Ohio State now?
Yeah, still Ohio State. I think the bettors were probably happy that they lost to Indiana.
Yeah. because they would have been paid twice that price.
Yeah, so dude, I think last time I checked, I think it was like maybe 4 days ago, some books were telling me they were almost getting lopsided money to where we didn't need anybody else besides Ohio State to win, just on how much money has come in.
Yeah.
Play Ohio State in the field, and
Ohio State or the field. Yeah,
we talked. Me and Lenny did a video on this. I think the bet, if you want to try to make money, is Georgia, and then if they win a game or two, you can double your money on a hedge.
I haven't done a big take the SEC at plus. I think now DraftKings last time I checked at plus 325 to win a championship. So you're getting 5 teams at plus 325. Granted, Oklahoma and Bama are going to wipe each other out. But let's face it, would it shock us if Indiana got wiped out in their first game? No.
Yeah, but there's only one team out of the SEC that can win, and that's Georgia.
What about Oklahoma? Their defense?
No. They can't win.
They can't win. Oklahoma. Oh, I like that Oklahoma game.
A&M would be the next. A&M, I think, is the next team of the SEC that could win it. But I think they're just. We've seen that they kind of were paper tigers a little bit at the end of the year. They probably should have lost. They should have lost to South Carolina. They did lose to Texas. They beat. Notre Dame misses an extra point, or that goes to overtime. Who knows? Maybe they lose that game, and all of a sudden now they're not even in the playoffs.
Are we excited? College bowl games start tomorrow.
Well, he started on Saturday.
Well, I know. Whatever. I don't count the cricket bowl.
No, the LA Bowl. That was actually on paper. I thought that was. I thought on paper though that was going to be a closer game.
Me too.
And I said, I think it was IC and me. We were doing a video. I said, I'm interested to see, because after the top 3 of the Big Ten, really, they all look a lot alike in the Big Ten. Like, all their quality wins are against each other. So it's like,
but the Mountain West versus the Big Ten is like, that's like little brother, big brother type situation. Washington was going to dominate them.
Well, it was in that one. I don't know if it will be on the rest of the bowl season.
I don't like nothing.
We'll see. We don't know.
I don't like no teams in the Mountain West for anything.
Well, maybe not. And I'm just not saying just the Mountain West. It's Big Ten versus anybody. I mean, they could be playing the Sun Belt, or you know what I mean. Like you end up with some of these odd matchups sometimes, especially this year with teams opting out, where they have to start digging down for teams. With Iowa State, Kansas State, and Notre Dame all opting out. 3 teams that didn't deserve to get in now get in.
Yeah, but Kansas, I'm tired of people like, oh, I can't believe they opted out. Notre Dame, that's a different story. But Kansas State knew that they weren't going to have enough players to play the bowl game. So they said, hey, you know what? All our kids already told us already that they're going to the portal. So we did the math on our sheets, and we did not feel like we were going to be even close to have a roster to go to a bowl game. So I respect them. And I respect the kids telling the coaches that, hey, we're leaving. We're not going to wait till. I respect the kids telling the coaches, hey, you know what? I'm going to hit the portal. So they said almost every kid mentioned them to say, you know what, we're hitting the portal. So they did the math and said, we're not going to have enough kids.
Well, they both have new coaches.
I appreciate the upfrontness.
The new coaches definitely has, when your coach leaves, fires, retires, that kind of stuff where it's like, are you going to follow your coach? That's a lot of things, but this can be addressed right away with NIL money. Just say your last third of your contract is going to be, you have to play in the bowl game. You don't play in a bowl game, you don't get the last third. Every kid will play. Or you make it like the Las Vegas thing where they had the conference tournament where if you win your bowl game, you get $25,000 a kid. If you lose, you get $10,000. These kids will all play.
Yeah.
So, or they're going to put the bowls at the beginning of the year. I heard that was a real big sticking point, that other than like the Rose Bowl, the really big ones would stay, but all these other bowls would be at the beginning of the year, and obviously everybody will be playing at the beginning of the year.
What am I going to watch on Christmas Eve then?
Or we could extend.
There's always a Hawaii Bowl on Christmas Eve. What am I going to watch on Christmas Eve night? Why are you ruining my Christmas Eve, Craig?
Why don't we all have bye weeks? Wait.
Christmas Eve.
I heard this. Somebody said this. Why don't we extend college football 2 weeks, the regular season, and we just have bowls right in the middle of the season as bye weeks? And then if you play in the bowl, you play in the bowl. If you don't,
the problem is the bowl system is like a money, even though they're
kind of in the middle.
It's a money maker. The Rose Bowl is even though it's a non-for-profit, some of it, there's businesses all built around the Rose Bowl, the parade, all the hospitality. There's a lot of money that's not just involved in the game. It's just like all these people coming into town. So it's like, man, it is a lot of like moving parts in college football has got to put their heads around it. It's been the last 3 years. It's been really bad, and this year it's not as bad because they moved the portal back to like January 1st or something.
Yeah.
So more kids aren't opting out because you don't have to make that decision so early. But kids still don't want to get injured. Like if you get injured, then who's going to come up and pay you the money? I mean, facts.
All right, thoughts quickly before we get out of here. We still got to talk NBA here in NHL. We got 5 NBA games on today.
How about a college basketball play, Lenny?
Okay, go ahead.
Wyoming -4.5 tonight. I think this Wyoming team could be top 4 team in their league. South Dakota State, Jackrabbits. We all remember them in the tournament. The Jackrabbits. Don't love them this year. I don't think they're very good. I'm going to take Wyoming minus the number tonight. I think they win.
All right.
I got another college basketball for you. Why not take Niagara VCU over 142? These Rams offense is almost averaging 84 points per game.
All right.
Last time I checked, Niagara Duke gave up 100, or put up 100 points on Niagara. So I could see VCU putting up.
Who's the coach of Niagara?
Oh,
he played college football and college
basketball. Oh, I can't think of his name.
George Paulus, right? Paulus, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, played at Duke
but
basketball.
He was Duke's quarterback, wasn't he? Duke's quarterback?
No, he was Duke's point guard, and then after he was done, went to Syracuse to play.
And played Syracuse quarterback.
Played quarterback. So he's been there. He's been there like 5 or 6 years. I don't look for him to come back next year. They've not been very good since he's been there, and they're really bad today. 32 points, VCU's favorite. I like VCU minus the number as well.
I just looked. It was 31.5, and I was like,
crazy.
Like you talk about wanting to bet, not betting that. I mean, that's a big pill to swallow. In the NHL, I'm telling you right now, boys and girls, there's the draw.
Kings.
You like the Kings tonight?
I think they win. Plus 125. I like Kings have been great. Remember how great the Kings were at home last year? They were terrible on the road. This year, they're terrible at home and great on the road. Like, if you'd have said before the year, what's the chances of the Kings having more home or more road wins? I've been like 3%. I mean, it's not close. They have double, right? I think it's double amount of road wins as they do home wins. Crazy. Yeah, maybe it works its way out, but like they have not been good.
10 of their 14 wins have come on the road, so there's that.
I'm looking at if I get the Blues plus money tonight, I might take a shot at them.
I like the Blues. I got the Blues. I think I got that at like minus 110. I also think that has potential. I might dabble on that in a draw, but I like the Senators and the Jets in a draw, and the Kings Stars in a draw. Those are my 2 draws for tonight. One of them will hit, and I'll be fine.
Love underdogs on Mondays. I just think how many people after you party up all weekend and like you go to work and then like, oh shit, I'm going to go to the game now. A lot of people, if you do show up, you're like, you're not sauced up and going crazy. Mm-hmm. I just think it's home road underdogs. I think on Monday.
Saturday, I gave out on my members thing. I gave out the Devils. I'm sorry, playing the Ducks Saturday early game, and I told people got a West Coast team coming there early. It's 9:30 in the morning on Saturday for them. And they just got there Friday night. So that was an easy Devils cash. And now for the exact reasons that they've been in New Jersey and New York, I'm on the Ducks tonight because the Rangers suck at home. So I like the Ducks as you might be able to get that plus money. That's about even, I think.
Yeah, there's a couple plus. The NBA tonight, I thought some interesting, remember, this is the interesting game. There's 2. Denver and Houston, great game. I think that's a great game. But I also think Detroit and Boston, because remember, Detroit's, a 13-game winning streak? Boston ended it the last time we were there. Cunningham missed a free throw to send it to overtime late. Yep. So that one was really close. I think Detroit might have a little something but the line flipped. It was Detroit minus 2. Now they're an underdog by 1.5. So that's.
But last time we saw the Celtics at home, they beat a full roster Laker team.
Yeah.
At home.
They've had some great wins this year. They've also had some really bad losses. Like Washington, they lost to Washington or Brooklyn. Like by 30 too, they lost. It's because they shoot so many threes. So when the games they shoot, they beat Detroit that game. They shot like 43% from the 3-point line.
Also, too, but Saturday, how does the Spurs beat the Thunder?
The Spurs are good.
Spurs are good.
That good, man.
Yes, they are.
I really
when Wemby's in there,
you guys are NBA guys. I am not. And I
They
just could not wrap my head around the Thunder not
They
losing.
have two dogs on their team. Castle kid was the rookie year last year. He's a stud. They got the new Harper. The Harper is basically a carbon copy of him, where they're bulldogs. They can get to the hoop on anybody. They play good defense. They don't have to. They're not ball dominant like Luka or a lot of these guys. And to beat the Thunder play physical and good defense. You have to be able to return that. There's not many teams in the NBA that like to play like that. The Spurs actually have a bunch of guys that can play like that. And Wemby is like what do they call what's his name with the unicorn, right? I really think they need to take
Porzingis.
They need to take that title from him and give it to, because he literally is a unicorn, like a guy that's that size that can. Did you see him step over he literally just stepped over like a crowd control thing, because he's so tall, I just whoop right over. It was like, this is how Wemby lives.
So when we look at the Spurs and the Knicks matchup, from everything that everybody said, I don't like the Knicks. But
it's a letdown. It is a letdown.
I know it's a letdown, but like they talked all kinds of trash about how they want this cup. That's why they took it to the Thunder. I mean, how do you let down and get in the finals?
Did you see they were going to move out of Vegas? This is not.
Yeah, they're talking about moving out of Vegas. Where to?
It sounds like it might go to neutral. It might go back to the home courts, because we have these great matchups, playing at home, and then all of a sudden it goes to Vegas. Half the fans don't show up. But I looked. I was in Vegas 2 years ago. I tried to go to both the Final Four. I was there for the Final Four and the semis and the finals. The tickets were like $300, yet no one was going to the games. It's like, dude, lower the tickets to a normal price. People in Vegas will go. Like
that ain't gonna happen.
No, they're too proud to be able to say that tickets were $40, but I'd rather have a full stadium so that it looks great on TV. It's a great experience.
Last year they were talking about on the news, you could go down at game time and get tickets because they were trying to fill the just last minute kind of seat fillers. They were buy one get one kind of thing. Oh, buy $300 ticket, get one. I'm like, that's still $150 a piece.
I knew the ticket sales weren't good, because last year I went on NBA, tried to you have to get in a raffle to win, to try to get an All-Star game ticket. So I went. So now I'm on their thing, and they were like, and then I got a phone call from them as well. Like I got the email, and it was like,
call center out there.
Basically, it was like, I think it was like you could get all 3 games, so you could get the semifinals and the finals for like $200 a ticket. And I'm like, 3 years ago I was out there, you won it $200 per game. So yeah. Pretty big.
Nuts.
Pretty big.
Raphael, what do you got going on at the site tonight before we get out of here?
I got a Monday Night Football play. Nothing big. Oh, I do have a 5-unit prop bet going today. Had a nice winner last night or yesterday in NFL for props, but a bunch of small stuff. I'm so mad that I had the total of Boise State yesterday game going over 136. What was the final score? 135. How many free throws were missed in 25 seconds? 4.
Yeah, and Boise almost they were up big and almost lost that game.
Yep.
They kind of tried to sit on the ball a little bit.
That was a kick in the cojones for me yesterday in college basketball.
Yeah.
Well, at least they're there. Craig, what do you got going on?
7-unit tonight. Best bet of the week goes for NFL goes tonight in Monday Night Football. Really like it. I'm going to be full disclosure. My 7 units have been is Barkley, right? Terrible, terrible. So I'm due. I am absolutely due. I have found ways to lose.
I feel it.
I
feel it.
Sure. I'm in.
As long as I don't have the opposite side of you, then I don't feel it.
Yeah. I'm just good luck. You know how I roll, Craig. Good luck unless you're against me. I'm just saying. New customers, free $60 account. The link is in the description of the video. Free $60. Use that $60 on any handicapper you want. You could split it right here between these two knuckleheads, if so desired. You could buy day pass, season pass, week pass. You do you, Pikachu. Free $60. Link in the description of the video. Craig went to Vegas and all he got was that stupid cup.
I've got like 5 of them. At least every time I go, I end up getting one of these. I'm like, when they're like, hey, it's $1 extra, you can get a free refills, and you get it. You take it to your room and you don't use it the whole week. You're like,
no. You don't use it all week. YouTube members, there's a link in the description in the video. Check that out. Explains everything. Level 1 starts at $4.99. Level 2 is $19.99. Level 3 is $49.99. A lot of value there. Buy it on the desktop. Save yourself some money. We're Docs Daily. We'll be here Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern. Saturday is 11 a.m. Eastern. We like to go early on Saturday. So good luck, unless you're against us. Extra good luck to your player prop, Craig.
It's
Or
a side.
whatever it is.
Side.
Oh, it's a side. Somebody has you have a 5-unit prop.
He has a
He has a 7-unit play. There you go. Good luck unless you're against us. Take care, folks.